Welcome children. This is your mentor Mrs. Mohania. So let's start with the chapter Computer Fundamentals. Well, computer has become an indispensable part of our life. Whether it can be research, travels, whether forecasting, social networking, e-commerce, e-learning, in every field it has been used. Due to its accuracy, reliability, speed, reduction in paper, it has been accepted by every organization. Well, do you know how this computer evolved from being a small calculator to an intelligent machine? Well, let's understand this. Abacus was discovered by Mesopotamians in around 3000 BC. It consisted of beads on movable rods that was divided into two parts known as heaven, that was the upper deck, and earth, that was the lower deck. In an abacus, each row is of a tens place. From right to left, row number 1 represents ones column, and the second column represents tens. The third column represents hundreds place, and so on. So the starting position of the top beads, this beads represents the value of 5 and is always toward the top wall. Whereas lower deck, these beads, this represents the value of 1 and is always pushed towards the lower wall as a starting position. Next is Napier logs and bones. The idea of logarithm was developed by John Napier in 1617. He invented a set of numbering rods which was known as Napier bones, and through this both multiplication and division could be performed, whereas with the help of abacus only addition and subtraction could be done. Napier logs were made up of metal, wood or ivory and have a square cross section on it. Each rod is engraved with a multiplication table on each of the four faces. These were numbered rods which could perform multiplication on any number by a number in the range of 2:9. And there are 10 bones corresponding to the digits 0 to 9. So if you count from 0 to 9, it is tens. And there is also an special 11th bone that is used to represent the multiplier. So by placing the bones corresponding to the multiplier on the left side and the bones corresponding to the digits of the multiplicand on the right side, the product of two numbers can be easily obtained. Our next device is Pascaline, and this was invented by Blaise Pascal, a French mathematician, in the year 1642. It was made up of gears and was used for adding numbers very quickly, and it was capable of addition and subtraction along with the carry transfer capability. It worked on the clockwork mechanism principle. It consisted of various number tooth wheels having unique positions value. The addition and subtraction operation was performed by controlled rotation of these wheels. Next, we have Leibniz calculator. In 1673, Gottfried Leibniz, a German mathematician, extended the capabilities of the adding machine that was invented by Pascal, that was Pascaline, to perform multiplication and division as well. The multiplication was done through repeated addition of numbers using a stepped cylinder, each with 19th of varying length. Already the machine was invented by Pascaline, so he added something new in that. Next was Jacquard loom. Now here, in order to make the cotton weaving process automatic, Joseph Jacquard devised a punch card and used them to control looms in 1801. The entire operation was under a program control. Through this historic invention, the concept of storing and retrieving information started. So this was Jacquard loom, and it was invented in 1801. The next thing, now here you can see this is the image of Jacquard loom, and at the top of the machine is a stack of punch cards here that was being fed into the loom to control the weaving pattern. And this method of automatically issuing machine instructions was employed by computer well into the 20th century. Well, next is difference engine and analytical engine. Charles Babbage, he was an English mathematician and he developed difference engine in the year 1822. This machine could calculate various mathematical functions. It can do polynomial evaluation by finite difference and theoretically could also solve differential equation. And in 1833 he designed analytical engine, which later on proved to be the basis of modern computer. Now this machine could perform all the four arithmetic operation as well as comparison. It included the concept of central processor, memory storage and input-output devices. Even the stored information could be modified. Now this is difference engine and analytical engine. So due to this great invention, this earned Charles Babbage the title of father of modern computer. Due to this, because analytical engine and difference engine was the base of the modern computer. So that's why we call him the father of modern computers. After analytical engine and difference engine, in 1944, Professor Howard Aiken, in collaboration with IBM, constructed an electromechanical computer that was named Mark I, which could multiply two 10-digit numbers in 5 seconds. And this machine was based on the concept of Babbage analytical engine and was the first operational general purpose computer which could execute pre-programmed instructions automatically without any human intervention. Remember, difference engine was invented in 1822 and analytical engine was invented in 1833 and this Mark I was in 1944. But these computer took analytical engine as the base of them. That is why we call Charles Babbage as the father of computer. Next, in 1945, Dr. John von Neumann proposed the concept of a stored program computer. And as per this concept, the program and data could be stored in the same memory unit. So here you can see the architecture of von Neumann architecture. This is it. This is the processor. Communication channel is here and this is the program and data. So this is the storage memory. You can store it also, plus you can communicate, you can process also your data. Next is, according to von Neumann architecture, the processor executes instructions stored in the memory of the computer. Since there is only one communication channel, the processor at a time can either fetch data or an instruction. That means at one point of time, either the data or an instruction can be picked from the storage unit for execution by the process. As we have seen here in the previous diagram, there is only one channel to communicate. So if the data has to be processed, there was only one channel to process the data or to fetch the data. Hence, execution take place in sequential manner. And this was the limitation of von Neumann computer, which was known as von Neumann bottleneck. So my children, let's move further. EDVAC, that stands for Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer, and was the first stored program computer that was developed in 1952. After the invention of the first electronic computer, that was ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator, in 1946, the computer technology improved tremendously and at a very fast pace. So this is what we have learned today. so much of devices. We have gone through abacus, we have gone through Napier bones and logs, we have gone through Pascaline, which was invented by Blaise Pascal. Then we went through Leibniz calculator, Jacquard loom, difference engine and analytical engine that was invented by Charles Babbage, Mark I, von Neumann architecture, then Edwick and ENIAC. So my children, for today you have this exercise. I have put on these 4 questions for you. Go through the video and try to solve these questions. The first one is name at least 4 earlier calculating device. Second is name the first operational general purpose computer. Then who proposed the concept of stored program computer. And the last one, explain the von Neumann computer. So my children, that's all from my end. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe and go digital. Do subscribe the channel for upcoming videos. Thank you. And do give your feedbacks. Thank you my children.